check. Raipur, check. And now we are in Guwahati, the northeast of the country. Before we move to the coast for the last two games of the series in Visakhapatnam and Thiruvananthapuram. Hello and welcome to the third T20I of the IDFC First Bank T20I series, the third of 5 games. It's the Colosseum here in Guwahati, the ACA Stadium. Vibrant, it's loud. Expecting a few more people as the game goes on, as the night wears on. Beautiful venue, recently baptized as a test venue. They had 2 out of 2 since played for India in a while. The 2 New Zealand opener for comeback for Bishnoi here. Scored Conway. Zealand to survive. It's game number 3. Cross the eyes, not the eyes, and cross the T's.
Australia, Finn Allen, of course. But Tim Seifert,
full-side, you reckon, New Zealand?
very close to his powers, and he's competing with perhaps at the top of the order. At the moment, Seifert won. But it was interesting got to be better across the board. They've got to lift their go. Jasprit Bumrah, who will be in the attack, but without.
You want the trending nation being colours up. Gets off the mark first ball.
Huge sigh of relief. He's sitting on.
4 times the straight, the outside. Been gone wide, but that truly belongs to Hardik Pandya.
Seen it before, and Devon Conway.
Batted beautifully for his 44. Beautiful, beautiful. Got a hand to that. But wasn't enough. Beautifully timed.
He's so easy on the eyes, isn't he? Every time he comes out to bat, in whatever format, such a beautiful flow of the bat. The elegance. They've taken the elegance away from a left-hander.
Well, it's a good leg change tonight. Kyle Jamieson comes back in for.
Top first over from Harshit Rana. 6 for 1. Hardik Pandya.
Thinks he'd catch it. He's sitting next to me. It's a bit unfair, I might thought.
More runs here. More runs. Oh, that's superb effort. Kuldeep, the fielder.
And here too, he's up. Nicely bowled.
To the fielder and taken. Another good catch. Ravi Bishnoi. Back in the side after 9 months or so. Or rather 11 months. And straight away.
13 for 2.
That's glorious. No need to run for that.
It's such a fine shot. You just look at it, everything right about that. And that too, off the very first ball. Gets into good position.
No! Successful over that one. Wicket, 11 runs, 17 for 2.
All the time. It's such a fine catch. India's fielding and catching.
Quite instinctive. Oh, that's hit hard. That's hit very hard. They got a decent amount of hand to that, but wasn't good enough.
This absolutely raced off the bat.
And there's a big part of me which feels that you utilise form as a team, and I think New Zealand need to do that. Form, and you made this point.
Australia, he can bat anywhere in the order. Oh, it's serious. Oh, look at that. That shows a number of things, actually. Very unusual cricket shot. Very. It shows how hard the wicket block is around the stumps, because that just flew into it and flew over the top of what would have been first slip.
Wherever they lose him. Because in the last game, Mark Chapman batted at 6. The previous game, he batted at 5.
Karthik, the only thing that awkward looking shot, that one. 26 for 2 after 3. Well run. Very well judged single. That is what to open. Again, Phillips at 4. That's where you would want someone like Rachin Ravindra.
If you're caught form at 5 and 6, either him who's so good, and we always say in T20, why not him?
But Seifert played it. There was a lovely slow ball bouncer from, and it was really a nice little piece of, I can just smash this, but Seifert saw it late with that slower pace.
But over here, they've picked up 2, the extra over, because in previous games when they've had Akshar Patel, leg spinner, and both of them are not used to bowling in the power.
Or we'll see one off for the wrist spinners. Obviously, Bumrah will bowl an over.
Backward point up inside the circle and put long and tight. Well, he signalled that he was going to bowl. Plan's working well so far for India, which means he's going to bowl a lot straighter as well.
Boundary off the last ball. It's turning out to be such a good over. Oh, wouldn't mind that. 7th from it. 33 for 2 after 4. It's going to be Ravi Bishnoi.
Missed game 2. Back for game 3 and starts with a beauty. Oh my goodness, on the money from Bumrah. He cleans up Tim Seifert.
Amazing, isn't it? What a bowler this man is. Incredible. Comes back after the break of one game. Then starts.
Is the new man for New Zealand.
Here's Kuldeep Yadav. Shot, and this ground is too short for that. Early contender for Apollo Tyres Go the Distance Award, Mark Chapman.
An early contender, it's the first contender.
Lucky, so lucky there. He played all over it, Mark Chapman. Still ends up getting a boundary.
I think New Zealand have realised, as Billy said, they're in trouble. So you either win or you lose in these games.
Goes straight this time. Played it differently in the previous T20, but this time decides to go absolutely straight. A big over, very big, and still, yeah, too wide, too into his body, and that's just easy access for Mark Chapman.
Yeah, with the field that he's got set here, Shivam Dubey, mid-off's up in the circle, covers in the circle, so he's got to be tight into that leg stump.
You'd rather have mid-on up. Slower one, and halfway stage. Taken this time, sharp catch. There was no edge on that first ball, but there is one, and it's been snaffled by Sanju Samson. So the 4th wicket is down for New Zealand.
He's having a night Bishnoi. He's coming to the side as a replacement. With 8 overs to go. Mitchell hits that flat and hard and big. The first ball is the sighter, and that's all it takes. Get yourself in great shape. There's the first one. There's the first one. It was a slower one from Kuldeep. He took the pace right off it at 87.2.
The pressure suddenly is on the bowler. Being hit by these two batters.
He's an athlete.
Next 2 as well after this. A must win. After this, Bishnoi. The next 5.
Very good cricket from Mitchell. He had to wait. He got into that position we talked about earlier in the over, but he had to wait an eternity for the ball to arrive, and he did. Just got saying, give me a taller man. Hit. That could be out. Straight down the throat of point it is. Mitchell didn't really get momentum into his innings this time around. Adekanya strikes again.
With the 15th over.
And he is a fast. Only to be. He bats at 7 in New Zealand. It's 32 deliveries for New Zealand to face their last over. Here's a chance of another wicket, and he's got it. Mitchell has picked out the same man in the deep. And New Zealand are falling over like a deck of cards here at the moment, playing into India's hands.
Well, you've got to say one thing is that the field placing has been absolutely spot on. The field didn't have to move at
Hopefully, Ravi Bishnoi is a comeback game.
I've given this man a bit of a license to come into the side. He goes for 4 down the ground. It was quite nicely timed in the end by Mitchell Santner, but for Ravi Bishnoi, this is the last ball of his 4.
Pace off, finds a gap back with a point for 4.
room outside the off stump. And when that happens, that is a quick to seize on that. Half it out the pitch again.
First and winning the toss to Kumar Yadav. Hit hard, straight down the ground, and it'll race away for 4. Half an opportunity, but a very difficult one on 32 for 6. Cleans him up, leg stump out of the ground. Another one for Bumrah. This time it's Kyle Jamieson.
There's one dot ball, and you're playing the 18th over.
Balls for 2. Chance, take him off, gone. Great work, Ishan Kishan with the flat throw. Bumrah did. Just the 1-1 thing. Oh, that's hit beautifully. Down the ground, I think it was pace off. That's a long way from Mitch Santner.
A bit of Slotsville from
High. Chance at deep mid-wicket. Coming around, takes the catch, fielded well tonight. Have India. And another one down now. New Zealand lose their ninth.
That's the kind of control that he has over batters. Sometimes even a full toss from.
Oh dear. It's got away. A little touch on it from Sanju Samson maybe. I'm not sure whether that's been kept in either.
Expecting that Yorker after that.
For the Yorker again, it'll just be one. It's a brilliant spell from Jasprit Bumrah. 3 for 17 off his 4. And all in all, terrific bowling performance from Team India this evening, getting things underway in the third T20 of the series. And
What they made of the conditions. Just to reiterate, this venue has produced some big numbers, big totals. So for New Zealand to only get to 153 with their batting lineup,
Particularly with the new ball, and India can take a more relaxed version.
measures about him. It'll be interesting to see happen. He's a one.
Straight through. Is that early enough? I think it might be. It's first ball, and Sanju Samson has missed out 3 in a row, and the stumps have gone everywhere.
saw a couple of these from Jasprit Bumrah early. Pressure continues to mount, perhaps.
Sanju Samson had just opened. Oh, goodness me. Here we go again. Unbelievable, even a smile on the face of Matt Henry.
You get to see that bat speed in real time.
Oh, my goodness me. He's got a very early tee-off time. Kishan tomorrow morning. He is in a hurry, man. .66. They'll run away for 4 more, I would imagine, on the shortish outfield. New Zealand won't get anywhere near chasing that down. What a first over, value for money. India's run rate. Oh, let's go down the wicket. What's good enough for me? It is good enough for me. This bloke is unbelievable. There is no. Didn't get it perfectly. In fact, that's almost the giant miss it in terms of what we've seen, but good enough one-handed.
He stayed in the shot long enough to...
Super smart, run bounce 4. Quick finish to the over, and India are going crazy again, 32 for 1.
It's just the World Cup.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. It wasn't that bad a ball, but he's in such good touch.
I'm surprised you didn't say faith has gone over colours. No.
And they need a bit of help with the other side of it as well. This keeps on coming.
One way. Young man.
Nice fielding. Almost. Almost. It's just not going right at all, is it? There is re-signed and re-signed. And the former. How do you stop it though? I suppose you could get a wicket. I could get a wicket. I have got a wicket. Well, the same man didn't go through and hit the thigh this time. It stayed in the hands. And New Zealand have picked up their second wicket.
And fast hands coming into play. Yeah, there's that slide.
Surya Kumar Yadav, because he's... Maybe not 2. Maybe a boundary. And a 60 for 2 after just 4 overs.
That's gone into the stands. That's 6 more. And it.
Last ball.
Chipped it. Again making room for himself. Exactly what we were talking about. He prefers the offside, makes room and goes over covers.
And Jacob Duffy looked back at him there as if to say, how the heck did you do that? Now, I thought I'd got a relatively good delivery to stop you doing that. A slower ball. I followed.
Oh yes. 6 more. My word, what a shot.
And this is what just 1 innings of 18 not out has done. 1 innings.
Well, that's a gift. That's an absolute gift. And 16 already from this over.
Guys.
Second fastest 50 by an Indian. Sharma against New Zealand. Broken by Shan.
There's for this straws New Zealand here, hoping for something at the bounce.
TV umpire to check. It's a fair delivery. Front on, please. Pitching outside off. Impact in there on screen.
Yeah, good call. Effortless. Absolutely effortless. That is a magnificent shot to end the over. 105 for 2 after 7.
Slow delivery, hold it wide.
Downtown he goes for a maximum. Use of the feet and timing again from the skipper. He's going at 14s. Sodium. Mid-wicket and just chalk up half a dozen more.
Easy. Easy. The way, look at that swing of the bat. And the moment the ball is...
Finds the gap for 4 more, and that'll do it. Dominance from India once again, and they have absolutely demolished New Zealand here in Guwahati this evening. 10 overs on the dot to chase down 154 and led